I got declined for a passport. No. Okay, not me personally. And actually, from all the people that have utilized the explanatory statement, followed the videos, one or the other, vice versa, we've actually had 99% of everybody successfully become a state citizen, get their passport, etc. But there's one person, and she knows who she is, all right, um, who didn't. And we're going to go over her reasons and maybe a couple of the reasons as to why this has happened. Now, at the filming of this is the time when the COVID-19 virus is going on, and they are not granting new passports for international travel, only passport cards for local. So, that being said, let's jump right into it. Okay, so this particular person was wonderful. She got denied, so we had to have a phone conversation. And after going through all the materials, found out that two, as far as I could determine, mistakes were made. Okay, and like I said, we'll go into other things associated with it, or for other people that may have made mistakes and just didn't tell me or whatever else. So the first one is if you're doing an update, you get to mail in your own DS82, and you can send it right to the specific person. When you utilize my explanatory statement, um, on there it has attention to the director. And here's why. When you mail it in with a DS82, it goes right, well, it's not going to go to him, but it's going to go to somebody higher up. When you do it through a post office or your local court, they're just going to send it in, and that's going to hit the average low-level functionary, bean counter behind a desk. They may not understand all that information. They just want to know, are you a citizen or are you a non-U.S. citizen? One or the other. That's all that you're going to typically get by sending in the standard form with standard information. You're going to get the standard response and the standard passport. You make a cover letter, and if you're going to go to the post office or the local court, you make a cover letter. It says, to the attention, of the director or the facility director, the CEO, CFO, only, confidential, his eyes only, something like that, so that when somebody gets it, they go, oh, this is not for me. I have to give it to somebody up the chain because they know what it is. That's like when you get pulled over by a cop, and the first one is like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and la la la. And you go, well, thank you, but I believe I do have the right to ask for your commanding officer. And you ask for him, and then you tell him you're a U.S. national, and you give him your passport or whatever else, and they go, all right, you're free to go. Because if you give it to the low-level functionary, they're not going to 9 times out of 10 know what this information is, and they might even just be either they might be rude, might just deny it, or they might not. They might be afraid to do something that's right in front of them, an option that says, U.S. national. Well, I don't know if I should do that or whatever, or it might be coded different. When you put it to the attention of somebody up the chain, you avoid all that. Okay, you want it in the hands and the eyes of somebody who knows what they're doing, because nobody has been, at least that I know of, have been denied. I haven't been, knock on wood. So that's one of the mistakes. So you have to make sure it goes to the right person. And like I said, specifically, if you go to the post office, you make a cover sheet, you put that with your information, okay, and you let them have it. Okay, they put it in the packet, they send it off. If you do a DS82 from home, you put it in your packet. On the outside, let me back up. The cover letter, you put that information to the specific director or whatever else on there. You do a DS82 at home, you get your large envelope, you put to the director confidential materials, his eyes, her eyes only. That's how you send it off. Okay. Next up, my particular explanatory statement does some things that others out there don't do. Okay. One of the things is I'm recommending this to everybody. Read every aspect line of it. Some people are taking the explanatory statement, not reading it, not removing my name, not putting their name in place in my name spot, um, not sending it to the correct facility, which should be in Pennsylvania for most. Um, Even if that's not your spot, you can still send it there. Um, and if you get down to the bottom, there's an oath that you're going to take in front of a notary. You have to get it notarized. That is one of the mistakes. That's the mistake she made. Just sending it off with corrected name information, but then not getting it. I'm just going to skip a process. You can't skip the process. Any part of this, not with mine. Other people's might be different. That's cool. But with that, you have to get it notarized because a lot of people sleep on this. The notary has the delegated power of the Secretary of your state. Okay, so a whole entire country is backing up your claim with their stamp on there. Okay, you need that on there because now you have a witness, and in any argument, two people's viewpoints are better than one person. Okay, you're overstanding that other person. So you and the whole country is declaring to the U.S. Department of State that you are who you are, what you say you are, that you're a U.S. national. I'm not a 14th Amendment slave citizen, and I'm not a non-U.S. national. Okay, so I don't know, those federal things aren't mine. If you don't do these things like they did with her, or she didn't do, they're gonna, like what happened to her, they're gonna call and they try to talk her out of being a U.S. national. Oh well, you were born in your state, so that makes you a citizen, a U.S. citizen. That's all. So you have 90 days to correct it, or just you can say yes, and we'll put you down as a U.S. citizen. And then I'm talking with her, and I'm like, okay, but if you go to the Department of State's website, and on there it says that they have granted people on rare occasions U.S. nationality certificates. And she was like, yeah. I was like, isn't that what you're trying to be? So why would they offer that on the site, but they call you about it? And she was like, oh, and yeah. I was like, because either they don't know or they know and they don't want you to leave. All right, so declare it, do the steps, do the steps, do the steps. Other people have, still use zip codes in the wrong spots, not marked off no to U.S. citizenship on all the 3 spots that are on there. Um, things like that will get you tripped up, trapped up, and if they see blood in the water, which is what this was, they will go for it. Okay, they don't owe you anything. These people are not your friends. As my mom used to say, them people ain't your friends. Your little friends ain't your friends. All right. This is a business. Everything in business is cold, calculated, weighed, and scaled versus scale. Okay, so unless you put all of your materials over here to bring it over here, you ain't winning. All right, they're going to take advantage of it. Sorry, just what it is. Business. So I'm trying to think of anything else that I've heard. That's pretty much about it for that. So, and thank you once again for those people out there, including some new people that I've just met who've told me that apparently I'm ranking high with Google and YouTube when it comes to especially explanatory statements and other things of that nature. I appreciate it. This is kind of a side piece. For those people out there who are involved in the YouTube wars, which I'm not, I have heard my name mentioned out there. Once again, you will never get me to facilitate in that stuff. Thank you for the accommodations and the credits. Thank you for the viewpoints of where I could do better. I appreciate even your negative criticism, but you will never rope me into that kind of stuff. And for those of you guys who are going at it, come on, y'all grown. All right, don't do that. Put the information out there for the people. Keep your head high. Walk with royalty. All right, so that's what you come from, and you know who I'm talking about. So, but that's about it, guys. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the donations are still coming in, especially during this time of COVID. So I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. The numbers are going up. That's great. At the end of the day, all that really means to me is that more people are getting woke to this, and the many avenues that it leads to. So thanks. Take care of yourself. Love each other. Talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day. Bad Wolf over and out. Oh, as if I have to say it, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe on the way out. Check out the offers down below. Talk to you later.